Hello, Ezekiels Landing backers. I am Kate Chaplin. I feel privileged to be your executive producer on this amazing project. I promised that once we got 15 backers, I would overcome my aversion to being in front of the camera and staying behind it to post a video about what Ezekiels Landing means to me. If this face is new to you, I'll give you a little lowdown on the work that I've done. Ezekiels Landing is my 15th film project. I've made shorts, commercials, music videos, and feature films. I run Karmic Courage Productions, and that production company asks you to be courageous. I've won a few awards for my films First They Came For, Leah Not Leia, and Ingenue. My goal as a producer is to bring audiences films that featured strong, flawed, and wise female characters. And the reason why I do this is because I have two amazing daughters, and I'm finding less and less movies that they can watch and see a piece of themselves to learn from. When I grew up, movies were my greatest teachers. I learned that I could sit in a theater for 2 hours and take the punches with Rocky and not get hurt. I learned that when Elliot's heart was breaking and E.T. had to say goodbye, that ouch summed it up perfectly. I learned from Sidney Poitier's characters that strength, grace, and love was never bound by the color of your skin. I learned so much from these movies, and many of them were male characters, and I treasure the lessons that I've learned. But when Karmic Courage asks you to be courageous and think outside the box and bring attention to voices that tend to be lacking in film, strong female characters is what Ezekiels Landing brings to you. When I first met the director and producer James at a coffee house in Noblesville, he wanted to tell me about his next project and kind of pick my brain a little bit. He was so organized and so passionate about this story that I was truly impressed with his vision and his passion for the project. We ended the meeting with him asking me if I would help produce and make this project a reality by bringing my resources and campaigning for it. I read the outline and the script, and I just loved it. There was not just one strong female character, there was 4. They were multi-dimensional. They had flaws, they had strengths, they had quirks. They were not shrinking violets, and they were not a male dichotomy of what a stereotypical female protagonist has been in recently of movies. I wanted to get on board this mothership, and I wanted to help it find new heights. I've had many meetings with James, and my favorite is when I asked him, what do you want people to learn from this movie? What do you want them to leave the theater and take away from? And we talked about finding the truth. And to me, Ezekiels Landing is about finding your truth. Our main character, Emma Wright, she published a book that was a lie about an alien encounter that she did not have. She's confronted by a skeptic, Joel Hooper, who knows very much that Wright's book is false, but Joe himself has had an alien encounter that he is trying to forget. Add to this cauldron Cass Burrows, who is a believer and a fan of Wright's, and who pushes her to go on a journey to find the truth for herself. These 3 characters are different. They complement each other so well. They are bound to find the truth so they don't live the rest of their lives in doubt. I find it to be universal storytelling, a story worth getting out into the world. Now, we can't do this without your help. It's so cheap to make a movie nowadays, and we're not asking for millions. We're asking for $3,500 just to make our movie. Because our cast and crew is so excited and so passionate about this script, they have agreed to work on deferment. Now, deferment means if the movie makes money, they get paid, and if the movie doesn't, well, then that really sucks. Our cast and crew is so incredible and so hardworking that as a producer, I want to see them rewarded for their work at the end of wrap and not in a year or so or down the line. If we raise $10,000, everyone gets paid. We can do this, but not without your help. I ask you to be courageous and to support this indie film that thinks outside the box and tackles a genre that needs a new dimension of strong female characters for girls and women to be able to see a part and a piece of themselves. So come on aboard this mothership. There is room for everyone, and it's pretty cool. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to go have a panic attack now. Bye.